Hello and welcome to another video from Rogden Gaming by Commander Rogden. This is Commander Rogden here. So I did manage to find the alchemy cabinet. It was in the hobby skill area. So I'm just going to go and replace this chest with it now. Didn't need to cheat that in after all. I should also mention that I forgot the door to get into this room. This is why I made the building this long so that I could fit in a door on this end here. Also paintings. So in order to get the maximum furnishings bonus, you need to have at least one Medusa statue and one of these two paintings here. They need to be in each room. Let's just put this here. Put this here. Put this here. And as long as each room has maximum furnishing rating, no matter where you go, it'll stay there permanently. Otherwise it will disappear and swap out to the next furnishing bonus when you enter the next room. So we're gonna look to break the bank, I think, in this episode. I should have enough time. The first thing that we're gonna do is raise our athletic skill, and at the same time we'll be raising logic. Now the reason that you want to do this is because your sim will eventually get sore and they won't be able to use this machine. So in the off time you'll be raising your logic skill. Now once you level up to 3, you'll have an additional option here, which is, where is it? Good pacing. So you'll want to constantly use good pacing for whenever you work out, because it will give you some additional wishes. There's also a challenge bonus that you get from athletics. The bodybuilder, you need at least 60 hours in strength workouts. This will be important later, but you definitely need that in order to do this particular strategy. So I'm just gonna keep moving back and forth between leveling up logic and leveling up athletics. And obviously this will be the next lifetime wish. Once we complete this one, we'll move on to perfect body, perfect mind. And then we'll select the next one after that. We should be able to go about getting the breaking the bank process moving along. These here are the wishes that I'm referring to. The workout for so many hours straight. It's worth a few lifetime happiness points, so you should try and get them all if possible. So I've got quite a bit of simoleons built up here. I'm just going to go ahead and become a partner at a few places. I'm also going to get this venue completed by purchasing property, so you can do that by going to your computer here, checking real estate. You purchase properties. We're going to buy the diner. Now you don't get quite as much money back, or rather the percentage that you get back is not quite as high for properties that you outright own as compared to becoming a partner. The other problem is that Sims that exist in the world won't be able to make become partners, which if you have a large family in the town, that will reduce their ability to accumulate wealth. So you don't really want to own a lot of these um, partnership properties. You want to buy things like the gym and the art museum that can't use the partner uh, element. You can also sell back the properties that you purchase. So reducing yourself down to 0 simoleons is not an issue. We'll just sell them right back. But you want to get them all partnered up before Monday, 2 o'clock, because that's when they do their payouts. Alright, so we finished that lifetime wish. Gonna move on to the next one. Here it is here. We just need to finish maxing out the logic for this one. So again, you want to try and get these particular wishes completed, and then you want to make sure that you complete this particular challenge bodybuilder. That'll allow you to work out forever. And there we've achieved the bodybuilder challenge, so this will allow us to work out indefinitely, which is going to be necessary for the next step of this. We're just gonna max out this logic skill to get our next lifetime wish. Alrighty, that one's completed. The next one we're going to go for is the Tinkerer, which has us leveling up the handiness skill, but that's not actually going to be the next skill that we level up. We're actually going to level up science, and I'll explain why we're going to do that in a minute. The first thing that we need to do is, well, we're going to electronically collect our deeds. So you can do that by going to the computer and selecting electronically collect deeds. This prevents you from clicking on each of them individually. Okay. Now we're gonna go on vacation. We're going to China. We're going to pick up a couple of things from the merchant store, and then we're just going to leave. Alright, here we are in China. And I actually made a mistake. The Tinkerer is not the next wish we want, so I'm just going to go ahead and change lifetime wish here. And it is going to be physical perfection, because the next skill that we're going to level is actually going to be martial arts. So we're going to go over here to the market. We're going to pick up the training dummy and the board breaker. Oh, there's that chest I could have bought. Anyways, we are going to immediately return home. There's no reason to vacation here. We just wanted those two items. So real estate and travel services, return home. Again, we don't need to save it. We should probably save it now just in case. Now you'll find the two items that you just purchased in your family inventory. So we're just going to plug them down here in the basement to use. You need to first start off with using the training dummy. Once you get to level 2, you'll immediately switch to the board breaker and just pick the easiest board to break. Oh, level 3 apparently. Oh, level 2. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Okay, once you've made it to level 5, you'll want to switch boards to, come on, to oak boards. And you want to stay on oak boards until you meet this particular challenge in the martial arts tree. 150 greater toughness boards, and you'll be able to break space rocks. So you get gems from space rocks once you get 150 oak boards. Although you probably want to break about 250 of them, because it increases the odds of you getting a gem the more boards that you break. Now you'll notice that we don't need to stop and take any breaks in between. This is because we got the bodybuilder challenge from athletics, so you can keep doing this forever until your sim gets tired from lack of energy, not from the tired moodlet. Alrighty, we've completed that wish. Now we will pick the Tinkerer. Speaking of which, we've got plenty of lifetime reward points. We're just going to pick up a whole bunch of them. I mean, you got meditative trance fleet for pretty much no reason, just in case we ever feel like using the bed. And this moodlet manager here. Alrighty. So, now we're going to move on to the next step of this strategy. We're going to want to change them to space rigs. Space bricks, or whatever they're called. Space rig. Space, whatever. we're going to change it to the space one. Anyways, so I'll let you see it for the first couple of times here, but we're going to break this. Oh, we don't need. We'll do it later. And you can see here that a gem has showed up, and another gem has showed up. We're going to keep doing this until we find a gem called Tiberium, and then we're going to move on to the next stage. So this might take a while. The first time that I tried this, it took me about 20 sim days. So I'm just going to fast forward through a whole lot of this. I might just skip until the point where we find it, although 10 times speed I think should be good enough. But yeah, we're going to keep doing this until we find Tiberium. Well, that was fast. We found Tiberium already. Okay, on to the next stage. We're going to level up our science skill. Let's just go purchase that last partnership, wherever it is. Somewhere around here. Come on. Where is it? Ah, here it is. The horsies. Alright, I'm going to save this and take a little break, but I'll be right back. What? What in the heck? Where's my science books? Here it is. Alright, now I'll be right back. Well, I'm back, and this is truly upsetting. I was not recording, and I saved the game. So, you can see this layout here with lots of green stuff on the ground. What that actually is Tiberium, so I finished maxing out my science skill and put this Tiberium safely away somewhere. So what you want to do is you want to analyze this a few times, as many as you want to fit in here. Maybe about 8 times is a good idea, though I'm just going to show you how this works here. So he's going to go out and he's going to scan it, and it's going to give him a sample. So then you're going to take these samples and you're going to go to your science machine and you're going to clone the sample. Now I should note that every so often your sim will get set on fire and he'll be singed. If you try and make another sample while you are singed, your sim may die. So just take them to get to the bathtub and get a shower or a bath, and it'll get rid of that moodlet. So you can see here we've cloned Tiberium. We have it in our inventory again now. And then once we've got them, we're going to go cut a stack of gems. Tiberium. Now you might be wondering why I picked up, you want Spire Cut. Now you might be wondering why I picked up that Gatherer trait a while ago. That's because you get more gem dust from every gem that you cut. So I got 5 gem dust from that, and each dust can grow into a full Tiberium spire. So we're just going to set them up in a pattern, 2 away from the wall and 2 away from each other. Okay, and some of them have just grown up, which is good. Now you'll note here my simoleons are at 1,300,000. That's because I just sold a bunch of these. These are worth between 35 to 40,000 each. And you'll note that if I go ahead and sell these all, I don't know why it does that. Maybe I got 2 for 1. Good for me. Now, it took roughly 2 days to get this spread. And you can see from just the few of them that I sold that I made 270,000 simoleons. So anytime that you are low on cash, just go up and analyze a few Tiberium, clone them, cut them, and then set them up in this pattern. Now, I needed to make a giant basement for this, which is why it's not really a beginner strategy. There's another alternative that you can do. You can go to the alchemy station and make Midas gold touch potions. Now those will allow you to turn any purchasable item into gold, which will quadruple its price or something to that effect. And you can just buy a whole bunch of expensive ornaments from here, the miscellaneous decor. I think the one that you want is, oh, it's way down here. What am I, it's outdoors ornaments. There we go, lawn ornaments. So you want to get like these statues here, which are worth 12,000 simoleons, and then you turn them to gold, you sell them, you buy a new one, you turn it to gold, you sell it. You have to do a lot of pausing and nitpicking in order to get the maximum amount from it, but you can earn like 4 million gold from one potion. Of course, getting the potion requires you to go fishing and collect all kinds of ingredients, and you probably want to max out your alchemy skill, so it's another option. But anyways, this is how you break the bank. Sorry that you didn't get to see the full process there, but hopefully that should be enough. Anyways, this is Commander Ogden signing out.